Envision this: Warsaw, Poland, 1939, a vibrant city brimming with life. At its core resides a source of immense joy and fascination, the Warsaw Zoo. Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe for more video like this. This flourishing refuge, teeming with creatures and lush greenery, receives its life's breath from two remarkable souls, Jan and Antonina Żabiński. Their hearts, vast and boundless, echoed the magnanimity of the zoo they passionately cared for, their spirits as wild and free as the animals they tended to. Their life's purpose was meticulously woven into each corner of the zoo, creating a sanctuary that breathed life not only into its animal inhabitants, but also the citizens of the city. Their love for their animals was unparalleled, their devotion towards the zoo unwavering. However, beneath the surface of their tranquil existence, the sinister shadow of war began to grow. The ominous threat of the impending Nazi invasion was slowly inching closer, casting a pall of dread over their labor of love. The looming danger threatened to shatter the peaceful world they had so painstakingly created. Yet, in the face of such formidable, the Żabińskis stood resolute. Their love for their animals and dedication to their zoo was only rivaled by their empathy for their fellow man. Little did they anticipate how drastically their lives, as well as the lives of many others, were on the brink of a cataclysmic alteration. With the Nazi invasion, the Warsaw Zoo was not spared. Once a thriving sanctuary for animals, it was now under the iron grip of a relentless occupation. The once vibrant animal exhibits were reduced to a haunting echo of their former glory. The zoo's inhabitants, from the majestic lions to the playful monkeys, were caught in the crossfire, their lives hanging in the balance. But amidst the chaos, there stood Jan and Antonina Żabiński, the zoo's caretakers. Their love for the zoo and its animals was unyielding. They watched as the world they built was shattered, but they refused to stand by. They put their wit and courage to work, striving to protect their animal friends. They transformed enclosures into safe havens and animal houses into fortresses of refuge. But the Żabińskis had a plan, a daring and dangerous plan, a plan that would turn the zoo from a place of captivity to a beacon of hope amidst the darkness of war. In the midst of chaos, the Warsaw Zoo transformed from a haven for animals into a sanctuary for the hunted. The war-torn setting of Warsaw was grim, but within the confines of the zoo, Jan and Antonina Żabiński made a daring decision. They opened their hearts and their zoo to shelter Jews fleeing the Holocaust. The Żabińskis did not merely provide a roof over the heads of their guests, they offered them a safe haven, a refuge from the storm. With an intricate network of hideouts, they turned the zoo into a labyrinth of hope. Animal enclosures were transformed into hidden rooms and tunnels were dug under the villa. Their home, once filled with the sounds of exotic animals, was now alive with whispers of hope and silent prayers for survival. The Żabińskis' ingenuity didn't stop at creating these safe spaces. They devised an elaborate system of signals to warn their guests of impending danger. A piano's melody would fill the air as a warning when Nazis were near. Antonina, a gifted pianist, would play a specific tune to alert their guests. It was a symphony of subterfuge, a melody of resistance. Deception was their cloak, courage their shield. Jan, under the guise of a pest controller, managed to smuggle Jews out from the ghetto. Antonina played her part by maintaining the appearance of normalcy, hosting lavish parties for German officers, a dangerous game of pretense that kept their secret safe. Every day they walked a tightrope between life and death. They could have turned a blind eye, could have chosen safety, but they didn't. Instead, they stood up against the tide of terror, putting their own lives on the line to save others. They became guardians of humanity in a world that had seemingly lost its own. In the heart of a war-ravaged city, amidst the roars of lions and the whispers of the hunted, the Warsaw Zoo became more than just a place of shelter. It became a beacon of hope, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. In the face of unimaginable danger, they chose compassion over fear. Every day was a gamble, every moment fraught with danger. Life for the Żabińskis and their unexpected guests was like walking a tightrope over a chasm. With the Nazi occupation in full swing, the risks were real and present. The once vibrant Warsaw Zoo had morphed into a secret sanctuary, its inhabitants living in constant fear of discovery. Under the guise of a pig farm, Jan and Antonina Żabiński had turned their zoo into a lifeline for those fleeing the horrors of the Holocaust. The stakes were dangerously high. If caught, the consequences would be severe, not just for the Żabińskis, but for every soul they harbored. Imagine living with the perpetual fear of a knock on the door, a surprise inspection, or a suspicious neighbor. The Żabińskis had to be ever vigilant, their actions meticulously calculated. The slightest misstep could mean disaster. But despite the looming threat, they carried on, their resolve unwavering. Their home was a beacon in the darkness, a place where hope flickered amidst the shadows of war. But this hope was not without its price. The Żabińskis and their guests lived on borrowed time, each day a testament to their courage and determination. They had close calls, brushes with Nazi officials that left them teetering on the edge of exposure. Each encounter was a dance with danger, a game of deception. But through it all, they maintained their facade, their secret sanctuary undetected. The Żabiński story is one of bravery and sacrifice, a testament to the strength of the human spirit. They lived on the edge, their lives a delicate balancing act, but their courage never faltered, their commitment never wavered. Even in the bleakest of times, there were sparks of joy and laughter. Amid the grim reality of their circumstances, the Żabińskis and their guests found moments of respite, moments that reminded them of their shared humanity. At the heart of these moments was Antonina, a woman whose spirit seemed impervious to the darkness around her. She was the one who insisted on maintaining a semblance of normalcy, even as the world outside their zoo crumbled. She would often play the piano, filling the hidden chambers with music that served as a soothing balm for their anxious hearts. Jan, too, had his moments of levity. His wry humor became a source of much-needed laughter, offering brief but precious reprieve from the constant fear and uncertainty. He would regale everyone with tales of his encounters with the animals, his animated narrations often punctuated with amusing imitations. And then there were the children, whose innocence and resilience were nothing short of inspiring. They would put on makeshift plays, their laughter echoing through the zoo, a stark contrast to the somber silence that enveloped the rest of Warsaw. At night, they would huddle around a crackling fire, sharing stories and songs, their voices rising in a chorus of defiance against the despair that sought to consume them. It was in these fleeting but potent moments that they found the strength to carry on, the strength to hope. They created their own world within the zoo, a world where kindness prevailed, where every life mattered, where hope was not just a distant dream but a living, breathing entity that sustained them through their darkest hours. These were not just mere distractions, but acts of resistance in their own right. By refusing to let the war rob them of their humanity, by choosing to laugh and dream and love amidst the chaos, they were, in essence, defying the very forces that sought to destroy them. And then, the long-awaited dawn arrived. Their resilience, their strength, their unwavering hope, these were the rays of light that pierced through the darkness, leading them to the eventual dawn. With the end of the war, the true extent of the Żabińskis' heroism came to light. As the dust settled and Warsaw breathed a sigh of relief, Jan and Antonina set their sights on rebuilding the home they had turned into a sanctuary. Imagine the task at hand. Restoring the Warsaw Zoo, once a vibrant hub of life, now a silent reminder of war's devastation. But they were undeterred. Their courage was recognized far and wide. The Żabińskis were honored by Yad Vashem, Israel's official memorial to the victims of the Holocaust, as righteous among the nations. A tribute to those non-Jews who risked their lives during the Holocaust to save Jews from extermination by the Nazis. But the greatest testament to their bravery lay in the lives they saved. The individuals who, because of their compassion, got a second chance at life. Their legacy, however, goes far beyond the walls of the Warsaw Zoo. The Żabińskis saved more than 300 lives, a testament to the power of compassion and courage. Their legacy isn't simply confined to the boundaries of the Warsaw Zoo, but instead it resonates through the generations of those they saved. Each person they sheltered became a beacon, carrying forth their story of courage and compassion. The Żabińskis' tale, though born out of a dark chapter in our history, serves as a beacon of hope, a reminder of the extraordinary feats of humanity even in the face of unimaginable adversity. Their story is instrumental in preserving the memory of the Holocaust, not just as a narrative of destruction and despair, but also as a testament to the indomitable spirit of mankind. Their zoo was more than a sanctuary for animals. It was a beacon of hope in a world shrouded in darkness. In a world often marked by hatred and division, let their story be a reminder of the power of love and unity.